Jackson's wife. And okay, so there you have it. Mr. Sam Jackson has been released here now. Mr. Sam Jackson, welcome to Spoon TV. How are you, sir?
Well, I'm still down because this is not about me getting freedom. This is about a young woman whose body is still in a mortuary, and there are no plans for final rites for her. So I'm not here to gloat about my freedom. I'm not here to basically express any outrage or anything of that nature. All I want to do is to be able to grieve my wife, and I want to give her a faithful send off. Okay, everything else is secondary. Everything else is secondary. Okay, I'm not going to talk about what happened to me and what didn't happen to me, injustices and all of that. Because right now,
You think injustice is happening?
no, I'm saying injustice being done to my wife. The fact that this injustice presupposes that this woman came here for love to Liberia, and she met death at the hands of her husband. I mean, what can you say about that? So the woman that came for love and met this. So it is her. Okay, it is not about me. But all I want to do is basically express thanks and appreciation to my friends and my family, all around the world. I want you to beat your chest. I want you to beat your chest, knowing very well that I did nothing. Okay, I participated in nothing, and this woman met her demise the way that God wanted her to meet her demise. We continue to support our love for this woman and the family. And if the Kumalo family is listening out there, wherever they are, we express our deepest condolences to you, and we hope and pray that we can expeditiously send this body back send this body to South Africa as soon as possible.
Have you been in touch with the Kumalo family? What are they saying to you since the demise of their brother?
So I welcome you on behalf of yourself and the members of the
into 2023. We took it from you. We don't know how to keep power. We don't know how to manage power. They think what on your life will take it. Okay? You have power. You have power. We took it from you. We don't know how to do power and maintain power. And you say you can't back for it. That's small children talk there. Seriously, and talk. We have power. We took it from on your lap. We don't know how to manage power and maintain power. Then say our power is taken out, coming back for it. Since 2024, we can't rest in our ear with 2029, job we are coming back. 2029 coming. By the time you get on your money, this citizen get it. 2029 coming or 2029 coming. You have your 2018 to 2023. We took it from you. We don't know how to keep power. We don't know how to manage power. Then they think what on your life will take it. Okay? Into 2023. We took it from you. We don't know how to keep power. We don't know how to manage power. Then they think what on your life will take it. Okay? You have power. You have power. We took it from you. We don't know how to do power and maintain power. And you say you can't back for it. That's small children talk there. Seriously, and talk. We have power. We took it from on your lap. We don't know how to manage power and maintain power. Then say our power is taken out, coming back for it. Since 2024, we can't rest in our ear with 2029, job we are coming back. 2029 coming. By the time you get on your money, this citizen get it. 2029 coming or 2029 coming. You have your 2018 to 2023. We took it from you. We don't know how to keep power. We don't know how to manage power. Then they think what on your life will take it. Okay?
So I welcome you on behalf of yourself and the members of the Board of Commissioners and staff of the National Elections Commission. I want to say that we prepared a turnover note that carries a lot of different activities that we have.
My friend is your friend. The more we are together, the happier we will be.
Jackson's wife. And okay, so there you have it. Mr. Sam Jackson has been released here now. Um, Mr. Sam Jackson, welcome to Spoon TV. How are you, sir?
Well, I'm still down because this is not about me getting freedom. This is about a young woman whose body is still in a mortuary, and there are no plans for final rights for her. So I'm not here to gloat about my freedom. I'm not here to basically express any outrage or anything of that nature. All I want to do is to be able to grieve my wife, and I want to give her a faithful send off. Okay, everything else is secondary. Everything else is secondary. Okay, I'm not going to talk about what happened to me and what didn't happen to me, injustices and all of that. Because right now,
You think injustice is happening?
no, I'm saying injustice being done to my wife. The fact that this injustice presupposes that this woman came here for love to Liberia, and she met death at the hands of her husband. I mean, what can you say about that? So the woman that came for love and met this. So it is her. Okay, it is not about me. But all I want to do is basically express thanks and appreciation to my friends and my family, to my friends and my family all around the world. I want you to beat your chest. I want you to beat your chest, knowing very well that I did nothing. Okay, I participated in nothing, and this woman met her demise the way that God wanted her to meet her demise. We continue to support our love for this woman and the family. And if the Kumalo family is listening out there, wherever they are, we express our deepest condolences to you, and we hope and pray that we can expeditiously send this body back send this body to South Africa as soon as possible.
Have you been in touch with the Kumalo family? What are they saying to you since the demise of their brother?
Mr. Jackson, are you mentally stable?
Saying anything to you?
Mr. Jackson, are you mentally
Have
stable?
you been in touch with the Kumalo family, sir?
It just unfortunately, the Nimba County Police Commander lost his wife yesterday. Lamin Mending. So it is also a sad one for the security sector of Nimba County.
Okay. Unfortunately, and we'd like to apologize to our viewers. Yeah, we apologize. I actually wasn't reading the comments that there was no sound, but there should be sound now, and we like to apologize to you for that. Yeah, welcome back, Victor. Tell us what's happening in Nimba County today. You want to start by giving us update about the alleged rape situation involving Nepalese national.
Yes, of course, Yagazi. Again, it's our pleasure being on the show. Let me say good morning to Sylvester this morning, in case he's in studio this morning. It's also our pleasure to always be on the platform. So, Yagazi, yesterday morning, we make our way to the police station. On it overall, at which time the little girl involved, the alleged victim, was not around. So we tried doing our own preliminary hearing around the place where people were giving information with regard to the situation that transpired between the Nampani and that of the 15 years old in question. So we left there up to 2 o'clock. This guy, his name is Rugas Navin. Rugas Navin is a citizen of Nampa. So he worked with Aslo Meta here in Nimba County, Yekepa. He worked along the train trail from Grand Paso to Yekepa. So he is hosted at the Avino Hotel. Because it was interesting to know that the guy is also arrested with 10 parcels of marijuana yesterday. After his arrest, he was arrested with 10 parcels of marijuana yesterday. So speaking in a close interview with the alleged victims, the 15-year-old girl, she said to us she met this man on the 26th of February while sailing around. So since they met, they have been into communication. Though she was using her phone, they've been into communication. The man been giving her money. They've been moving here around. Until unfortunately her parents get to suspect that people can always call her, and they took the phone from her. And then even promised her to buy her new phone, all of those things. So she was cleverly able to tell us that indeed the man did not rape her. So the information that is going around that the man raped her, the man is her Newman fiancé, and 2 of them are moving. So she been into loving affairs before even this man. So this man might be her 3rd or 4th relationship. So the man is her boyfriend. The man did not rape her. But then under the Liberian law, it is a statutory rape because the age involved, the man is 46 and she is 15. So under the Liberian law, it is a statutory rape. So the parent will not have to be involved deeply with this one. It is the government itself will be involved with this case. Okay. So yesterday she was appealing to the police. She was appealing to her parents, including community members, to take the case home. So she loved the man. The people should not detain the man. She not take the man to court. So far about this Napane, the way we stand now, but he's still in the police custody until today he'll be taken to the Kanta Maestro Court.
Okay. That's very interesting. So this minor is saying that the man did not rape her, but she's a minor, so she apparently does not understand, the Liberian law that once you are under 18, any sexual intercourse with you is considered statutory rape. Yeah,
and she did not know.
Yeah, so that is it. But were you able to ask her as to whether there was any sexual intercourse between she and this man? Yes, she said that the man is her boyfriend and all of that, but I'm judging from the fact that she's trying to protect this man. Did you ask her if there has been any sexual intercourse? Because there's a possibility of her even denying that there was any sexual intercourse between she and this guy, for the fact that according to you she's admitting that she loves this guy and she and this guy have been in a consensual relationship, even though that is prohibited by the law. The Liberian law is against an 18-year-old having any affairs with anybody above 18 or even even below.
So you guys see today in Liberia, whenever we hear that pronouncement or that statement that says this person loving, it definitely has to do with sexual intercourse. So the question was also placed to her, was she openly answered yes. The both of them have been loving since February 26th up to now.
Okay.
So they've gone
No,
approximately.
Victor, let's get that part clear. You know, two individuals can be loving. I mean, the relationship sometimes can be like maybe dating without sex. Maybe still observing each other before any such incident of sex can happen. Yeah, so let's try to make that distinction. So was she able to outrightly say that she and this man have been involved into any sexual relationship, sexual
So
intercourse?
the adjective that had to do with sex was not pronounced in the interview. So,
Okay.
but then she cleverly said that both of them have been loving since February 26th up to now. So it is from this statement that we all of all capture the aspect that had to do with the sexual intercourse between the both of them, because the fact that she admitted that since they met, they have been meeting to Avino Hotel. They've been spending some night. They have been having, they've been loving. So this identical aspect of the sexual intercourse, we concluded in the aspect of the English that say they have been having sex, because the fact that she said they were loving, there is a clear indication that indeed they have been having sex. But then this English, we have been having sex, was not pronounced in the interview. But this lady clearly said this man have been her boyfriend since February 26th up to now. And this man is not the first person. She had been having about 2 boyfriends, and even the other one left for Moravia last month too. And since the man left, and since the other one left, this one has been the one in place in the meantime until the arrival of the other one. So at each time, she admitted that yes, she and the guy are into loving activities since February up to now. The man was even planning to open a shop for her and to also buy her phone. So until this situation came about. So as she stands is where we are.
Okay, so does it look like she's willing? She will be willing to kind of admit to the crime committed by this man in court, or does it look like she's going to ensure that the man is acquitted of the allegation against him?
From the analysis and from what we are observing in this county, Alleluia going to stand in the throat of her parents. She's going to stand in the throat of even the government, because she's so much in love. Let's see it that way. Yesterday in the interview, she said she is appealing to her parents, the community members, the police, to not take the guy to the court. The guy should be taken home and settle it as the community matter. She loved the man, that's why the man to love her. So from what we are observing now in this entire investigation, you can see this child going to change in the truth of the government and going to bring shame to the law of this country. Because in my mind, you can have a very strong defense of this man. All of the guy friends were there yesterday, around the family, talking with the family, moving here and there. Many of the friends of the guy, they were all around, talking with the family. At the end, you could listen to one of the sisters or the aunts of the little girl saying, why is the essence of going to court? Today, there is no justice in Liberia. Even if you go to court, the whole thing here will not say get justice. Let us settle this thing right here at the station and everybody go home. And a guy, the policeman, yesterday, he needed jail her and he was telling her, you are taking a wrong decision. It didn't mean come and give you money now, you just compromise the whole case. So we are the law, we are taking our strength against this guy. It is not the family go home, will handle the case as per the court, as per the law, not per the family.
Okay, Victor, thank you very much for that report. Any other developments from Nimba County?
So far, we are following the arrival of Senator Nyandi Tuayen in the county. We've told him we'll be embarking on his county tour, the entire county tour, to inspect all of the projects that he's undertaking in the county. It is a 2-day tour here in the county. So he is calling on all of the supporters, in fact, all of the people of Nimba County to are waiting in over 50 to 60 towns in Nimba County. So the tour begins tomorrow up to the 21st of this month.
Okay. Thank you. If I may ask, what are some of those projects that he's going to be inspecting?
So since his election 2024, he been undertaking bridge project, town hall, school project, too many things. But then this project have been the legislative EMI project, and some of it have been his personal project. And so he also want to go around dedicating some of them and also inspecting some of them in the county.
Okay. Victor, thank you very much for bringing us up to speed with that development from Nimba County. Hope to join you tomorrow.
It's our pleasure, Yekezi. Thank you.
All right. Victor Kupot is our Nimba County correspondent. They're affiliated with developments from Nimba County. I'd like to welcome to the show Sylvester Wowie. Sylvester, good morning and welcome.
Let me say good morning to you, Yakazi, and good morning to our ardent listeners.
Okay, good to have you on. And folks, just again, for those of you watching this morning at 9, we play host to the chairman of the Students' Unification Party and the Secretary General of the party. They will sit on the platform here this morning to tell us about the March for Jobs and Justice on slated for April 14. So according to them, this government, has failed to create jobs for young people. According to them also, the government has not been able to address issues of injustices in the country. So Odysseus Mobile, who's the chairman of the Student Unification Party at the University of Liberia, alongside his Secretary General, will sit on the platform this morning to talk more about this pending March for Justice protest action slated for April 14. So let's see if we can quickly speak with our Lofa County correspondent, Jeremiah Double. We just want to confirm from him report that we got yesterday, particularly from Voice of Lofa. And Voice of Lofa has been very credible when it comes to providing information about that Solomba border situation, the Liberia-Guinea border situation, because they are there in Lofa County. They are able to reach on the ground to actually know what's happening. So yesterday, they reported that the Guinean soldiers have left the Liberian territory. Okay. Is that information true? We just want to confirm from our reporter, Jeremiah Double, who is also a staff of Voice of Lofa there in Lofa County. Let's see if we can again call Double. Double, I don't know what's happening. Probably the network in that area is buffering. But Double is in Vonderman, so I don't know. I think Vonderman has good network situation. Sylvester is from there, so except he tells me otherwise.
I won't tell you that.
Yeah. So we aren't getting Jeremiah Double this morning, but as we go along with the show, we hope to place a call to him to know the actual information from the Solomba border area, whether the Liberian, the Guinean soldiers have left that area as reported by Voice of Lofa on yesterday. But let's talk a little bit about the situation from Nimba County, where this 15-year-old girl was allegedly raped by a Nepalese national. Okay, and this Nepalese national, according to report, works with Asma Mental. And the incident occurred at one of the biggest hotels there in Nimba County, the Avino Hotel. So he's been arrested. He's currently in police custody, even though yesterday there was some sort of report that, he's been released, but that's not true according to what Victor Cooper reported this morning. He's still in police custody, undergoing investigation. But on yesterday, Victor Cooper interviewed the minor. We cannot play the excerpt here because we, want to. We don't want to disclose the identity, even though the name and all of that it will not be called. But there's a possibility that her voice will be identified by others who may know her, so we cannot play the interview. But
Very ethical.
in the interview, she did say that this Nepalese national is her boyfriend. They've been loving. She met her weeks, and he's been giving several weeks ago, and he's been giving her money. He had even promised to build her a shop. Her parents, she had a phone, and her parents, kind of noticed that she was receiving calls frequently on the phone, especially at certain hours. So they decided to seize the phone from her. And according to her, after the parents, seized the phone, this Nepalese national even promised to buy her another phone. Okay? So her thing here is that the man is her boyfriend, and that they should let the man go. They shouldn't do anything to her. But I mean, I understand she's a minor. She doesn't, probably know the Liberian law, and so she's speaking ignorantly. That is statutory rape. Whether you consent or you agree to sexual intercourse or not, for the fact that you are a minor, the law protects you, that you shouldn't be involved into any sort of sexual activity until you are 18 years and above. But in the interview, the sticker issue here now is the girl only says she and the man have been loving. She did not outrightly say that she and this man have had sexual intercourse. Even though, in Liberia, the perception is that, once two individuals are loving, the issue of sexual intercourse will happen. But in some instances, in some rare
Eastern, they were caught at a hotel.
Okay.
So what was she doing at the hotel?
What was she doing it's possible that, she had gone to the hotel, to visit the man. And it's also possible that, no sexual intercourse went on, at that hotel.
No,
So it's for me it's
almost like seeing your wife with another man in the room, and she's telling you this man myself had nothing to do. It's very difficult to convince whoever
it is.
If you had nothing to do or are not intending to do anything, what are you doing in the room, in the bedroom? So apparently she was caught in this guy hotel room, because I don't know the detail of the story. But if she had gone to visit this guy at his hotel, why couldn't they set Oxa? I mean, the reason for which the guy was arrested, apparently he was caught in an uncompromised position.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't think the police are just, will just pick this guy up because they saw him talking with a man. All
right. And according to this girl, the Nepalese national is now her first boyfriend. She's 15 years old, but she says she's had two other exes. She says she has 2 exes. So the Nepalese national is now her first boyfriend. She's been having other boyfriends, and probably she and those other boyfriends have been into, sexual activities and all of that. So now, the police have got to do their investigation to find out as to whether this Nepalese national actually, tempered with her.
With the victim.
And for me, I'm looking at how that investigation. I think it's going to be a little bit kind of technical investigation.
I know.
Because this is the girl who wants to defend her boyfriend. And I believe if she gets to know that the Liberian law says she's 15 years old and anybody who has sexual intercourse with her, you know, that act is considered a rape, I believe she'll want to protect the man. She will want to come out to say, this man and myself will never have anything.
Yeah,
because she says she loves the man and she wants to protect the man. She wouldn't want to see the man going to jail.
Precedent matters most often in our judicial system. I remember a case in town involving the former president, one of the former president's granddaughters, with a Lebanese businessman who runs a King and Queen, supermarket or shopping mall somewhere on Benson Street. They were caught on the oral and the girl defended her boyfriend.
Sylvester, you have to come closer to the microphone.
Yes, I mean, the girl defended her boyfriend to the letter. In the end, we didn't hear much about that case. So, yes, I know the parents will want to push, parents will want to, prove a case, but she's not happy in the matter. I also know, but mind you, it could play out another way. I also know of a situation on the Gazette Boulevard where another man was caught with a grown up in the room, and the parents blew the alarm. The whole community gathered there, and the guy locked the door. Nobody could enter the room, and he kept saying, "Look, this girl and myself had nothing to do." And the girl was just in the room. The man, my boyfriend, I like a man. My boy not doing me anything.
You have to look in the camera.
Yeah, so yeah, and in the end, this guy was arrested after, in fact, he fled the community, but after several years, I think 2 or 3 years, he was arrested for the very crime he committed. So
yeah,
a complicated issue. The law is the law, so she's not going to bend the law.
Yes, of course.
We
looking forward to the police investigation, what is going to find out, and if they go to court, if the case is forwarded to court, yes, we will follow up on that matter to know how it ends. But you're listening to the Today Show here on Spawn 107.5. The show is live on Fabric 101.1, and we are also streaming live on our various social media platforms. We're live on Spawn TV, Support TV, Fabric TV, and via our YouTube channel at Spawn Talk. At 9 o'clock, we play host to Odysseus Moba, chairman of the Student Unification Party at the University of Liberia, and his Secretary General. They both will be here this morning as our guests as we discuss issues that matter to the growth and development of Liberia. We are still trying to connect with our Lofa County correspondent, Jeremiah Dubber, to confirm as to whether Guinean soldiers have left the Liberian territory. They're in the Solomba region, as it was reported on yesterday by Voice of Lofa, and our correspondent himself works with Voice of Lofa there in Lofa County. We will take a very short break. When we come back, we delve into other issues.
Jackson's wife, and okay, so there you have it. Mr. Sam Jackson has been released here now. Mr. Sam Jackson, welcome to Spoon TV. How are you, sir?
Well, I'm still down, because this is not about me getting freedom. This is about a young woman whose body is still in a mortuary, and there are no plans for final rites for her. So I'm not here to gloat about my freedom. I'm not here to basically express any outrage or anything of that nature. All I want to do is to be able to grieve my wife, and I want to give her a faithful send off. Okay, everything else is secondary. Everything else is secondary. Okay, I'm not going to talk about what happened to me and what didn't happen to me, injustices and all of that. Because right now,
You think injustice is happening?
no, I'm saying injustice being done to my wife. The fact that this injustice presupposes that this woman came here for love to Liberia, and she met death at the hands of her husband. I mean, what can you say about that? So the woman that came for love and met this. So it is her. Okay, it is not about me. But all I want to do is basically express thanks and appreciation to my friends and my family, all around the world. I want you to beat your chest. I want you to beat your chest, knowing very well that I did nothing. Okay, I participated in nothing, and this woman met her demise the way that God wanted her to meet her demise. We continue to support our love for this woman and the family, and if the Kumalo family is listening out there, wherever they are, we express our deepest condolences to you, and we hope and pray that we can expeditiously send this body back to South Africa as soon as possible.
Have you been in touch with the Kumalo family? What are they saying to you since the demise of their brother?
Mr. Jackson, are you mentally stable?
Saying anything to you?
Mr. Jackson.
Into 2023. We took it from you. We don't know how to keep power. We don't know how to manage power. They think what you love, we take it. Okay? You have power. You have power. We took it from you. We don't know how to do power and meeting power. Then you say you can't buy for it. That's small children talk there. Seriously, and talk, we have power. We took it from on the lap. We don't know how to manage power and meeting power. Then you say our power is take for we can't buy for it. Since 2024, we can't rest in our ear with. 2029, we are coming about. 2029 coming. By the time you get the money, this citizen get it. 2029 coming or 2029 coming. You have your 2018 to 2023. We took it from you. We don't know how to keep power. We don't know how to manage power. Then they think what you love, we take it. Okay?
Okay, a pleasant welcome back. This is the Today Show right here on Spawn 107.5. Folks, we just got information from Nimba County. I did speak with a local journalist from there. According to him, that's report that he got yesterday that soldiers have the Guinean soldiers have left the place. But he himself has not been able to go there to confirm that information. But others who went there said Guinean soldiers have left the place. But also another information coming from there is that the Kwanum border has been closed. That's the information the local journalist just gave me, and he said he was on his talk show this morning, and residents of that area raised that issue. Accordingly, over 40 vehicles have been stopped as a result of the closure of the Kwanum border. So vessel will pronounce that name right. Is it Kwanum Boni?
Kwandu Bondi.
Or Kwandu Bondi?
Yeah.
Yes. So the Kwandu Bondi border, according to the local journalist I just spoke with, from Lofa County is closed, and allegedly several cars, vehicles from the Liberian side of the border, from the Guinean side of the border, have been stuck there at the border. They issued about the
Did you
soldiers.
get a reason for the closure of the border?
According to him, there was a recent mediation between Liberian officials and Guinean officials, and right after that mediation, they decided to close the border. Journalists, the press, wasn't present during the mediation, so he couldn't tell us explicitly about the outcome of that mediation. But it was right after that mediation, according to him, that the border was closed. But he's heading there this morning, and I want to believe that is where Jeremiah Double is heading, because I'm not getting him at all. It seems he's out of coverage area. So yeah, I want to believe we will get information from there later today, about the situations there at the Kwanubonu border, at the Solomba border, and the Konido border. Yeah, I'm getting to know regions in Nimba County.
You getting to know names. Yeah. You don't know the area, but you just getting to know the names.
Yeah, so that's it, folks. Yesterday, the Ministry of Youth and Sports suspended some 3 officials from the MVTC, the Monroeville Vocational Technical Training Center. For what reason were they suspended? While investigation is ongoing, accordingly, 3 senior officials at the Monrovia Vocational Training Center were suspended, and they include one Wilfred Ping, who is the director. The finance officer Hamilton Faya was also suspended. Admissions officer Kenan Lawson was also suspended. So the ministry said investigation is expected to be completed. There's some issue of accountability that the ministry is investigating, and right after the investigation, if they are vindicated, of course they will be apparently reinstated. If not, maybe a harsher punishment or penalty will be taken against them, either dismissal and prosecution and all of that. But there have been there are folks who are acting in their state currently as we speak. And what will you from?
Yeah, and the investigation will last for 1 month.
1 month, yeah, that's it.
Yes, so we already got people fighting in their various positions. So, we know when the deputy minister for youth was accused of rape, someone was immediately appointed to serve in his position, and even after he was vindicated from the crime, we didn't see him return. So, see that the likelihood of them regaining their position is very slim. Just hope that they are vindicated as well, because other than that, I think yes, they will be forwarded to the RCC and what have you.
Okay, so folks, this is the Today Show right here on Spawn 107.5. Play the radio game. The code remains the same: *799 *3#. *799 *3# is the code. Once you dial that code, you pay the playing fee of 70 cents. 50 cents US or 50 Liberian dollars. Once you do that, you will automatically enter the draw, and you stand a chance to win up to 5,000 Liberian dollars here on the show this morning. It's 3 minutes climbing up to 9 o'clock, and we are going to be playing host to Soup Chairman today. It's now 2 minutes up to 9. And very shortly, we'll be playing host to the chairman of the Student Unification Party alongside his Secretary General to talk about the March for Jobs and Justice. Yeah, so this march is for jobs and justice. You remember during the president's last State of the Nation address, he called some figures of jobs that, according to him, have been created by the government of Liberia. He said his government has created over 70,000 jobs. That's what he said. Over 70,000 jobs. You know, in 2025 alone.
Yeah, and that figure was.
Yeah, it was arguable. It was something that was debated. Many thought the figure is not realistic, and government officials even had to come up to try to justify that figure. Local voices, the fact checker, try checking the fact about that figure. They said they couldn't find any official statistics, that could substantiate that the government actually, created over 70,000 jobs as per statistics that they got. The government created roughly about a little over 10,000 jobs. That's according to local voices.
And matter even begin worse when you have contradicting figures coming from the Ministry of Public Works.
Okay.
Yeah, and so the Ministry of Information had to go back to make that clarity as something that make the president pronouncement more questionable.
Yeah. So the folks from the Student Unification Party will be here shortly. Let's see if we can take this short break to be back with you as we try to get set for them.
Jackson's wife, and okay, so there you have it. Mr. Sam Jackson has been released here now. Mr. Sam Jackson, welcome to Spoon TV. How are you, sir?
Well, I'm still down, because this is not about me getting freedom. This is about a young woman whose body is still in a mortuary, and there are no plans for final rites for her. So I'm not here to gloat about my freedom. I'm not here to basically express any outrage or anything of that nature. All I want to do is to be able to grieve my wife, and I want to give her a faithful send-off. Okay, everything else is secondary. Everything else is secondary. Okay, I'm not going to talk about what happened to me and what didn't happen to me, injustices and all of that. Because right now,
You think injustice is happening?
no, I'm saying injustice being done to my wife. The fact that this injustice presupposes that this woman came here for love to Liberia, and she met death at the hands of her husband. I mean, what can you say about that? So the woman that came for love and met this. So it is her. Okay, it is not about me. But all I want to do is basically express thanks and appreciation to my friends and my family, all around the world. I want you to beat your chest. I want you to beat your chest, knowing very well that I did nothing. Okay, I participated in nothing, and this woman met her demise the way that God wanted her to meet her demise. We continue to support our love for this woman and the family. And if the Kumalo family is listening out there, wherever they are, we express our deepest condolences to you, and we hope and pray that we can expeditiously send this body back to South Africa as soon as possible.
Have you been in touch with the Kumalo family? What are they saying to you since the demise of their brother?
Mr. Jackson, are you mentally stable?
Saying anything to you?
Mr. Jackson, are you mentally
Have
stable?
you been in touch with the Kumalo family, sir?
Okay, this is the Today Show right here on Spawn 107.5. So, as you just watched, Sam Jackson has been released after spending about 4 nights in jail at the South Beach, the Monrovia Central prison. He was charged with manslaughter, negligent homicide, reckless endangerment of another person's life, and aggravated assault. So he's been turned over to his lawyers, and the case has been forwarded to court. And prosecution has begun already. So we looking forward to the court now, to either acquit or vindicate Mr. Jackson, or to find him liable for actions or charges that have been levied against him by the Liberia National Police. So that is it. And just to give you simplest meaning of those charges against him. So manslaughter, it means a person caused someone's death but did not plan or intend to kill that person. One meaning. Yeah. So manslaughter is the first charge, and this means a person caused someone's death but did not plan or intend to kill that person. So you didn't plan, you didn't deliberately kill the person, but maybe your actions, certain things that you did, caused the death of that person. And it often happens maybe during fight or during the heat of the moment. You also have negligent homicide. So it also means that a person caused someone's death because maybe they were careless or did not take proper care of that person. So they did not mean to kill the person. It's not also a deliberate action, but maybe their carelessness led to the death of that person. For example, careless driving that leads to a person death is considered, negligent homicide. And reckless endangerment of a person's life. This means a person acted in a very dangerous way that could have caused someone to die or be seriously hurt, even if no one actually died. And aggravated assault is a very serious attack on someone. It usually involves causing serious injury. Using a weapon or attacking a person in a way that could badly harm that person, or that could even lead to the death of that person. So yes, that is it. Those are charges that Samuel Jackson have been that have been levied against Samuel Jackson, and prosecution is ongoing. He has said to his supporters, his friends and relatives, that they can beat their chest that none of those charges levied against him are true, that he's not responsible for the death of his wife. So Spawn TV, Spawn FM, Fabric FM, Fabric TV will come into you live from Odious Congo Town, and this is the Today Show. We'll take a very short break. When we come back, we join the folks from the Student Unification Party. They are already here with us in studio. So let's take this break to be back with you.
Into 2023, we took it from you. We don't know how to keep power. We don't know how to manage power. They think what you love, we take it. Okay? You have power. You have power. We took it from you. We don't know how to do power and meeting power. And he say he can't buy for it. There are small children talk there. Seriously, and talk we have power, we talk on a lot. We who know how to manage power and meeting power, then say our power is take we can't buy for it. Since 2024, we can't rest in our ear with. 2029, talk we are coming about. 2029 coming. By the time you get the money, this citizen get it. 2029 coming or 2029 coming. You hire 2018 to 2023. We took it from you. We don't know how to keep power. We don't know how to manage power. They think what on your love will take it. Okay?
Jackson's wife. And okay, so there you have it. Mr. Sam Jackson has been released here now. Mr. Sam Jackson, welcome to Spoon TV. How are you, sir?
Well, I'm still down, because this is not about me getting freedom. This is about a young woman whose body is still in a mortuary, and there are no plans for final rites for her. So I'm not here to gloat about my freedom. I'm not here to basically express any outrage or anything of that nature. All I want to do is to be able to grieve my wife, and I want to give her a faithful send off. Okay, everything else is secondary. Everything else is secondary. Okay, I'm not going to talk about what happened to me and what didn't happen to me, injustices and all of that. Because right now,
You think injustice is happening?
no, I'm saying injustice being done to my wife. The fact that this injustice presupposes that this woman came here for love to Liberia, and she met death at the hands of her husband. I mean, what can you say about that? So the woman that came for love and met this. So it is her. Okay, it is not about me. But all I want to do is basically express thanks and appreciation to my friends and my family, all around the world. I want you to beat your chest. I want you to beat your chest, knowing very well that I did nothing. Okay, I participated in nothing, and this woman met her demise the way that God wanted her to meet her demise. We continue to support our love for this woman and the family, and if the Kumalo family is listening out there, wherever they are, we express our deepest condolences to you, and we hope and pray that we can expeditiously send this body back to South Africa as soon as possible.
Have you been in touch with the Kumalo family? What are they saying to you since they demise?
My friend is your friend. The more we are together, the happier we will be. Friend is my
So I welcome you on behalf of myself and the members of the Board of Commissioners and staff of the National Elections Commission. I want to say that we prepared a turnover note that carries a lot of different activities that we have been doing. We also have the financial part, which was integrated. We also need to inform you that there was a GDC process, and we are awaiting what information we will provide to the Commission. I want to say that I will be available on your call, on GAC's call, to speak to issues that probably could be raised in the future. I want to say a big thank you to the President of Liberia for keeping me on this.
Okay, a pleasant welcome back. You're listening to the Today Show right here on Spoon 107.5, your most preferred breakfast program from Odious Congo Town in Monrovia, Liberia. So it's now 30 minutes on the flip side of 9 o'clock. Like I said, at 9, we'll be playing host to officials from the Students Unification Party at the University of Liberia, and we have in our studio the chairman, Odysseus Mobile, with us in studio, and the secretary, Secretary General Dave Howard Jr. with us here in studio, and they are here to talk about what they dubbed as the March for Jobs and Justice. So let me welcome you guys to Spoon FM and Spoon TV. Welcome. How are you guys? Welcome.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to be here today on the Spoon platform to articulate the grievances of the Liberian masses. We're very grateful to the family of your radio station. So my name is Dave Howard Jr., and I'm the Secretary General of the Revolutionary Vanguard Student Unification Party. I want to say that this is a very awesome opportunity to share a platform with the chairman of our institution. We've come here today to provide the revolutionary itinerary of our struggle. So let me extend my greetings to the militants and cadres of our party, as well as to the Liberian people and to your many listeners. Thank you very much for the opportunity as you've come here today to discuss issues that are germane and indispensable to the Liberian masses. Thank you very much.
Okay, welcome, Mr. Secretary General. Let's hear from the chairman of the party. Chairman, welcome.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. We appreciate the Spoon family that has been around contributing to the party and contributing to elevating the debate of the Student Unification Party over the years. We are grateful to be here, and we want to extort the courageous militants of our party, as well as the leadership of the 34th Politburo and Central Committee of the Vanguard Student Unification Party. So basically, we have come to continue the debate about the April 14 March for Jobs and Justice, a debate that resonates with the people and resonates with the students.
Okay, welcome, and let's go straight into it, beginning with you, the chairman. Your party has announced has announced this March for Jobs and Justice, slated for April 14th. So, what exactly pushed you to take this action?
Well, from the existence of SUP since 1970, the party has been the lead force in championing the cause of the masses as well as the students. And so any decision that is taken by the party is a decision that aligns with the people, a decision that is demanded by the people. And that is why after almost 3 years of the Bouaka regime, the people have realized the consistent neglect of the Bouaka regime in addressing their basic needs. And the question of jobs has been a ringing situation in Liberia since the inception of the Bouaka regime. There had not been any single job available, particularly to the Liberian people, and it's concerning. So the Vanguard Party that remains the lone voice of the people came out decisively to announce the March for Jobs and Justice. And this is a march that is demanded by the people, and the people will be also April 14 as we demand for job and justice. The party is consistent with this call because this call is very necessary in a country where a regime that was elected on a popular matter of experience, and that experience cannot be effectuated in the life of the people. You can recall that Mr. Bouaka came to the presidency on the question of experience. So now we ask ourselves, what experience Bouaka is bringing or Bouaka brought to the presidency? After 40 years plus of experience, can we conclude that the experience of Bouaka is the experience of corruption, the experience of poverty, the experience of neglect of the Liberian people, the experience of selfish naked interest? Can we say that the 45 or 40-year plus experience of Mr. Bouaka is characterized by all these attributes that he continues to display? Of course, it is glaring. It has been proven that the 40-plus year experience of Mr. Bouaka is nothing positive. It is squarely negatively, and it has demonstrated clearly that Wagga did not bring any genuine experience to the presidency.
Okay. All right. So now, a lot of people get confused because the Student Unification Party is usually termed as a campus-based political movement. But then this is the party that will stage a march or stage a protest when it comes to national issues. The thought of a lot of people is that this party is a student movement, is a campus-based political party, and so it shouldn't be addressing or maybe criticizing or maybe protesting against issues that matter to the growth and development of the University of Liberia, instead of protesting
as you come in,
against national malfeasances.
Yes, or there have been misconception of the essence of SOUP.
Okay.
SOUP is a student-based movement. The University of Liberia is not isolated from the larger society. Whatever affects the society automatically affects the students. Okay. Let's talk about the question of jobs. When there are no jobs provided for the people, students who relied on their parents to go to school, how do they go to school? When the government is not prioritizing health, when we are sick, where do we go? When the government is not contributing to education, where do we have quality facility to learn? Anything that happens, anything that contravenes the proceeding of our society, unless the government responsible, whom do you expect for us to go and question? To go and question the opposition? No, of course the government must take responsibility. Anything affects the society, the country, we are not exempted. The University of Liberia is not exempted. That is why we are calling for a mass rally that is inclusive of everyone who is a victim of the neglect of the Bakale regime after 2 years. Even unity partisans, those who supported the regime, because these are the most angry people. Those who throw in their lot with the regime, they are yet to realize the rescue mission. The rescue mission has turned to a risky mission. It has failed to deliver concrete and genuine change and transformation in Liberia. The only way forward is to come out and demand justice and demand jobs in accordance with our law, so that our voices can be heard, because this is the only alternative we have. We have written communication, we have issued press releases, we are exposed the consistent delay and the consistent neglect of the government, but there has not been any point of practical improvement. And the only way forward we see is to utilize the Constitution and come out so that our voices can be heard. We are calling the people, we are calling all facets of the society to join the Vanguard Student Education Party and ensure that justice reigns, ensure that jobs are available for our people.
Thank you.
So that they can live a decent life.
Mr. Secretary General, you just want to buttress.
Yeah, so like the chairman of the party said, you cannot educate the students of the University of Liberia as well as the militants and the cadres of the party from the overwhelming contradictions that affect and afflict the Liberian masses. Whenever Liberian people are jobless, whenever we have no access to electricity, whenever the people have become victims of social injustices, these same problems also affect students at the university. So you cannot come and say because we are university students, we should not participate in the popular democratic struggle of the country. And I will reference you the 2022 census report. 74.5% of Liberians are young people, and a majority of these young people have been deposited at the university. So this is a bourgeois understanding. This is an understanding that says that if you are going to school, you should have nothing to do with protest. But Article 17 guarantees the right of every Liberian citizen. So university students are also Liberian citizens.
Okay.
So whatever that affects people in the broader republic also affects university students. So on April 14, the students of the University of Liberia, the young people of this country, the militants and the cadres of our movement will come out to protest, to march for jobs and justice, because these are problems that affect every one of us. So you will not come and say, you want to intimidate students, or because you want to limit the popular participation of university students. It come with some kind of pedagogical understanding. Say, oh, you are university, just go to school and read. After reading at university, do you know how many university students are jobless? So many of our compatriots, so many of our comrades today are jobless. So we're not listening to that thing. On April 14, sous militants, in consonance of the Liberian Constitution, in agreement of their rights, will come out on April 14 to demand jobs and justice, as have been announced by the Vanguard Student Party.
Okay. All right. Now, you are saying that the government has not been able to provide jobs. The government has not been able to address some of the injustices that are happening in the country. Do you have concrete evidence that unemployment and injustices are increasing, or is based on perception? So particularly, let's look at the issue of unemployment. In the president's previous State of the Nation address, he did say that the government has been able to create over 70,000 jobs only in 2025. Do you have other official statistics that counter the president's statement?
Okay. There's something we need to make very clear, right?
Okay.
We cannot consistently blind our eyes from the concrete realities. We cannot continuously intellectualize poverty and intellectualize the misrule of the Bwakale regime. We want you to take a walk with various intellectual forums and see young people go to various leeward counties. And it's not something we are fabricating. Forget about statistics. The people have shown, that demonstrated that poverty is written in our faces. The people are hungry. If you go to local schools right now,
statistics matter because you don't just. There will always be people living in poverty in a country. Even in a great United States,
there has not been any proven statistic.
Okay,
proving that statistics demonstrated that 70,000 jobs were provided for Liberian people.
Okay,
and this can be proven. We have gathered all pieces of evidence, and the reality shows otherwise.
And what are those evidence?
Like we said, we have been around the various leeward counties. If we have interacted directly with the people,
the various counties,
we have been around interacting with the people. We have soup in major counties. This April 14th is a nationwide protest. You will see people from Lofa, Nimba, Grand Basso, and other leeward counties endorsing the protest and proceeding April 14th. We have been around engaging the people, and we have seen the misrule in their faces. It has been demonstrated that Bwaka has not provided any concrete and practical job for our people. There is not something we should come here and continuously intellectualize. How many foreign direct investment you can count on the Bwaka regime since it took power? All we have seen are people being marginalized as various giants company or corporation company. They have been deprived their right, they have been abused. And they have been attacked by the Liberian National Police without any outcome or investigation. Our people have been treated the least, while those who siphon the resources of the state, they have been prioritized on the Bwaka regime. Look at our local farmers. Just recently, we saw local rubber farmers not being prioritized. This is unacceptable.
Okay.
And people will come out April 14 and demonstrate that whatever or propaganda the government is involved with, it is contradictory to the reality on ground.
So, in essence, you are saying you don't have concrete evidence that about unemployment. It's just based on your observation. It's just based on your interactions, with the everyday Liberian citizen. According to you see poverty on their faces. What they tell you is based on that you concluded or surmise that the government is not providing jobs.
We have gotten concrete evidence. Even the president's 100 days job plan. We have evidence that shows that less than 18% were achieved on the president's 100-day job plan. And that can be proven. International reportings continue to place Liberia at the bottom on the question of hunger, on the question of poverty. This is something that is glaring out there. That has come out and make it look like, oh, we have We have our own data. The people are improving.
Liberia.
And then when you go on the campuses of the university, you see otherwise. When you go places that the government must place premier emphasis, it is otherwise. Look at the University of Liberia. What improvement is the government? In fact, a government that cannot even concentrate on education, how can that government improve the life of the people? When education is the cornerstone of our nation, when education serves as the backbone for transformative society, the government cannot improve the University of Liberia after 2 years. There has not been any single improvement. And you want to trust that government with fabricated statistics and GDP figures? That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate.
Okay, let's hear from you, SG.
So you were asking about evidence. The vice president of the Republic of Liberia, the second most powerful man within the republic, when he was asked a question about the biggest challenges faced by the state, he said the issue of unemployment has engulfed the state. And he was very honest and said the biggest problem that this Bagako administration has faced has been the issue of unemployment. So the vice president himself is an evidence. He's a witness to the fact that thousands, in fact millions of Liberians are unemployed. When reference to the recent UNDP report saying that more than 50% of Liberians live in multi-dimensional poverty, it means that they do not just have, a very limited income.
Is this statistics ready screens right now?
But you were asking for evidence now, because we told you that Liberians are unemployed.
Yeah.
You said that Liberians are suffering. So
of course, that has been the case.
It has been a case, and that's
the case.
It has been a case.
So why right now are you staging a protest or marching against this?
So the Liberian people have been living in interminable poverty, squalor, and destitution. So since the formation of the state, our people have been poor. So are you saying to us that Liberians should continue to live in poverty? You are asking for evidence, and I'm referencing you now a report. A very credible report. An unimpeachable report that shows that more than 50% of our population lives in poverty. The people have no access to education. They have no access to healthcare. They have no access to infrastructure. They have no access to education. Every other thing has been missed in this country. So Liberians are poor, Liberians are suffering. The vice president told you that our biggest challenge in this country has been the issue of unemployment. Okay. The government cannot employ people. You talk about 7,000 jobs. These jobs are airborne jobs. You cannot see them. We're talking about meaningful job creation, wherein we can transform Liberia into a middle-income economy. But the people are suffering, the people are poor. So that's the evidence for you.
And then here's the question. Janice. On what matter did the people vote for the Unity Party regime? The Unity Party regime came as an alternative. They criticized other regime, and they presented themselves as the best alternative to provide the best welfare for the Liberian people. They came on a matter rescue mission. What was the first contradiction on the 100-day deliverables? Did we achieve the 100-day deliverables? Every aspect of the 100-day deliverable was not realized under the Bwakale regime. Fast forward, almost 2 years, we are yet to even achieve provision of the 100-day deliverable on the question of the role, on the question of ensuring that we have job opportunity, on the question of improving infrastructure, especially the University of Liberia. Look at the university, because that's where we are. That should be the ground on which you can trust the government if the government is very serious.
Some Liberians believe that the Student Unification Party protests are politically driven. Is this truly about the Liberian people, or is it about politics?
I don't know what's the definition of politics, because if you have been following the rule of SOUP, I don't think you should be asking these kind of questions, because SOUP has been part of every struggle. SOUP participated in the struggle that led to the democratization of our society. Okay. When our people were being neglected, the party along with other progressive forces, the party has an ideology of massacration.
There have been allegations that SOUP has, clandestinely aligned with members of the opposition.
It has always been. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir. Yeah. When the party checkmated the CDC-led regime, were perceived of being opposition, were perceived of aligning with the United Party. Today, the United Party is angry and questioning the party that the party is opposition. It has always been the case. The thing is, Those who are in power, they are the ones responsible to ensure that the people's life can improve. They are the ones presiding on our resources. They are the ones who are taking our taxes. They must provide for the people. The party will hold it accountable because
is this march being sponsored by any politician or political party?
There is no political party sponsoring the Student Unification Party march. No one has been. The party march has been led by the people. The people are the ones in support of the March for Job and Justice. Like we said, 55 years, the party has been around playing their similar role. In 55 years to come, we will continuously play the role because it is a historical and monumental responsibility. We can never shy away from it, and we will never be intimidated. There's our role, there's our responsibility. We must defend the interests of our people. Our people have been suffering for too long. A government that was elected on the basis of coming to improve the people's life cannot commit to a responsibility. And you want us to be silent? What is being political about the people being hungry? What is being political about the University of Liberia being deplorable? What is political about the life of the people stagnated under the Bouakale regime? There is nothing political about that. There is nothing political about that. You must improve our health system. You must improve the life of the people. You must provide jobs for the people. When the people come out to demand justice, you say it's political, it means you are the one be political. Okay. You are the one be political. And you are the main reason we are going to the street, because you promised the people a better life and you have come and contradicted everything and seeking your self-interest and alarming the party's genuine and legitimate struggle to opposition.
Okay, when you talk about justice, because the march is dubbed under the nomenclature March for Jobs and Justice. So when you talk about justice, are you talking about corruption? Are you talking about police brutality? Are you talking about political suppression? What exactly are you talking about? Let's hear from the secretary.
So, for example, look at the Asset Recovery Task Force that was instituted by the president. Since the inception of this task force, we have described it as a toothless bulldog. Not a single asset stolen has been restituted under this government. So it falls under the category of social injustice. You talk about the LCC. The government said that the previous administration led a state that was stealing from Liberian people. Today, they are even clearing criminals, people who even openly admitted that they were criminals. Today, nothing has been done. You look at the issue of the brutalization of what is the Sulu on July 26, 2022. This government has done nothing. You look at the Kinjong massacre in Nimba County, nothing has been done. So our struggle on April 14 is not just about jobs. It is also about the social injustices that have been meted out against Liberian people. So these are issues that justify our convergence April 14, and that's the reason we are calling our Liberians to come out en masse to ensure that this government has failed the Liberian people, not just on the issue of economic employment, because today we see an issue of economic precarity, but also on the issue of social injustice that I've mentioned to you. Has been nothing done in this country. Done. People who stole from our country today, they work with impunity only because the government is stealing, only because the government has decided that, okay, we cannot prosecute those criminals because we ourselves today want to be criminals. So on that basis, the party will come out and mobilize Liberian people.
So what assurance can you give this country? What assurance can you give to Liberians that April 14 will not be used as a platform for political manipulation?
So the first thing I will say to you is that I will reference you Max Weber, who defined the state. He said that the state is that institution that exercises the legitimate use of force. The only institution in this country that has the legitimate authority to exercise force or violence is the state. So the Vanguard Party has always been peaceful since our inception. In history, we have been peaceful.
We talk about the Vanguard Party being peaceful. We've watched protests, we've covered protests where we've seen Vanguard, members of the Vanguard Party throwing stones at police and involvement in riot situations.
So how peaceful? So that's the reason.
Is the Vanguard Party.
That's the reason for which I mentioned Max Weber. The only institution in this country that has the authority to use force against us is the state. I mean, we have nothing. You have police officers who are armed, they have guns, they have weapons of mass destruction, and then you say we're not being peaceful. We're being peaceful. The only institution in this country that has the means, that has the capability, and the calisthenics to instill violence in the state because they have weapons.
You can be.
We don't have weapons.
You can be peaceful, but then throwing stones at police officers.
So you talk about stones, right? But you have people who have guns. You have people who have weapons that can kill peaceful university students. In history, the students have never been wrong. Never been wrong. If you go back to South Africa, the Swahili rap scene, the students were not wrong. The students were peaceful. So if anything becomes chaotic, if anything destabilizes, it is because of the state. The Vanguard Party has always been peaceful. We have always worked in line and in accordance with peace. We uphold the tenets of the Satyagraha method in India. A peaceful means of ensuring that our government listens to us in accordance with Article 17. So we'll be peaceful, we'll be very honorable. The Vanguard Party has no means, we have no capability of instilling violence in this country. So if anything will become chaotic, then it means that the Bagaku administration will become very, very afraid of the Vanguard Party. But we're coming out peacefully to ensure that all we want is that jobs should be provided and justice should be ensured that it is guaranteed for all Liberians.
Now, guys, let's look at the issue of mobilization and public support. I mean, who exactly is joining this march beyond the campuses? Who are those? I mean, which communities, which organizations or groups that have confirmed partaking in this march?
Okay, there have been a lot of public endorsement. Like we said, the march is about the people, and the people will be also April 14. We want to emphasize that the April 14 March for Job and Justice is a very peaceful march. We are calling on the people to not be intimidated. They should come out. It's a peaceful march. We're going to march for jobs and justice. It has been proven, and the party will continuously track on the route. The party will always utilize the law. We have always been peaceful. There have been many misconceptions, misrepresentation, misinterpretation of the role of the party. The party has never been involved into violent acts. That has been the tactic of the regime to ensure that they institute chaos on students and make it look like soup is violence. We are not violent. We are conscious students. We do not find solace in throwing stones. Where will you see a normal student going to school and have rats in your bed or going to school? The conditions at times push the party. You cannot have state police invading the campuses of the University of Liberia and no one is talking about it. You cannot have state police harassing and intimidating student leaders and no one is talking about it.
I asked about which communities, which organizations,
there are a lot of endorsement we have gotten from. We have gotten endorsement.
Maybe specific about the names of some of those organizations and groups that have, endorsed your march on April 14th.
Groups do not reach out to the party to say, "Oh, we're about to endorse." The protest, like we said, is not conditioned on the campuses of the University of Liberia. Okay. It is a general protest that inclusive of the general protest. And the people have been showing willingness. We have been around. We went to Red Light. We have been around moving from community to community. And the people have shown interest.
Organizations. There are several advocacy groups, have they endorsed? Have they come out to say, hey, we endorse this protest. We're going to be part of it?
We have had mass support of the people. We have had mass support of the people.
So no specific organization has endorsed it.
There are a lot of organizations endorsing. Like we said, no organization has reached out to the party and say we are endorsing this. The District 17 movement, the committee in
Nimba. So then how do you know that they have endorsed it if they have not reached out to you?
The people have shown willingness. The debate is about the people. And what characterizes the people? Who are the people? The Liberian people are the ones who come out April 14 to demand for job and justice. And all those who are victims of job and justice will be out April 14 to demand job, because SUP is the only legitimate and genuine voice of the people. SUP does not have any national interest. Our only interest has been the interest of the people. And that is why the people are going to come out and rally around the party in demanding for job and justice.
Okay, many Liberians are afraid of protest. What do you say to a young person who fears violence, a young person who maybe doesn't want to be arrested?
So let me try to amplify the voice of the chairman. As the chairman said, the District 17 Student Union endorsed our party's march.
District 17 Student Union?
Yes. You can verify it. The District 17 Student Union endorsed the party's march for jobs and justice on April 14. We can also reference you the Intellectual Militant Brigade of the United Methodist University, AMU. We can also reference you the Union of Patriotic Students at the level of the African Methodist Episcopal University. And as we're speaking to you today, there are a multiplicity of university students, separate groupings in Liberia that are on the verge of endorsing our struggle.
On the verge of endorsing your struggle. How do you know that they are on the verge?
Yes, because we're keeping communication. We just listed about 3 to 4 institutions. Very credible institutions.
We're talking about one week from now.
Yes. So 1 week from now, but we've mentioned about 3 to 4 institutions that have already endorsed the struggle. So today, tomorrow, and on the preceding days, there will be institutions that will endorse our struggle. So you talk about, Liberian people being afraid of struggle. The people in this country are not afraid of struggle. You saw the July 7th protest. Liberians have been coming out. You cannot treat the people as cannon fodder. The people are conscious. And the people moving in history on the basis of their material conditions, in as much as the people are jobless, in as much as the people are hungry, in as much as the people cannot afford basic social commodities, the people will come out. So you don't have to go and say somebody is scary. The people are not scary. The protest is not going to, the march is not going to be violent. Very, very peaceful. So on April 14, Liberians from all walks of life, the motorcyclists, the keke riders, the doctors, the street vendors, the market women, they will come out. They're not afraid. So, we will not come here to amplify the debate of the regime, to try to instill fear and intimidation tactics in the people. Liberian people are peaceful, they are humble, and they will come out and show that their rights are guaranteed under the Liberian Constitution. We can guarantee you that.
Have you been able to inform the police about this protest?
We don't need any...
or the Ministry of Justice.
So, we're saying the EU Constitution, SU is a very peaceful party.
Okay.
Article 17 guarantees every Liberian citizen the right to come
protest.
out.
So you are not seeking permission from them to protest. So you are only informing them about your protest so that they can provide guidance.
So what is the overarching and overwhelming law in this country? Is it not the Constitution? Article 17 of the Liberian Constitution says that Liberian citizens at all times can come out to articulate their grievances.
Okay.
Mr. Bagard has not received any permission to keep the people in interminable crisis, interminable law and destitution. Mr. Bagard has not received any permission to keep our people jobless.
So, like I said, you are not seeking permission from the police. You are only informing the police officially about your protest. Maybe where you're going to be gathering to be able to provide security, because who knows? Maybe you gather at an area where the police don't know, and something may spark up, and it will take time before the police get there.
The state, under the administration of Mr. Baka, cannot even guarantee the sovereignty of this republic. We just saw it recently between the Guinea-Liberia border crisis. So the Vanguard Party will ensure that security is provided for every person who comes out on that day. We don't care about these people. All we are saying is that
you'll be providing your own security.
The struggle, but it's taking up about security for people. People are dying around here, mysteriously, dubious circumstances. So what we're saying to you is that it is our right to come out. We ensure that the protest is very, very peaceful. So we don't need any permission from the state. The struggle will not be spontaneous. We have already announced it. We have an itinerary that the chairman will announce later. The Liberian people will come out very peacefully. So we don't have to go through all, the bureaucratic neo-colonial obfuscation of the state to discourage and intimidate people. We come out every 14 to ensure that our rights are guaranteed, to ensure that jobs are provided, to ensure that justice is dispensed in interest, in the public interest of Liberian masses.
Let me hear from the chairman about this. Mr. Chairman, have you informed the police, the national security about this protest? I mean, like I said earlier, it's not about seeking permission or giving you the go-ahead to protest, because the Constitution guarantees the right to protest.
We have had many rallies, many protests in this country.
Okay.
And we have been peaceful. Like we said, it's a very peaceful rally. We converge at the Capitol Hill campus.
So because you feel it's peaceful, you don't have to inform the police.
We will ensure that it is peaceful.
There have been several. There have been protests announced, dubbed to be peaceful, but then later some of those protests have turned chaotic.
We have told you clearly that the protest, the march is peaceful, is march for jobs and justice. It will be well organized, peaceful. If the Bouagalet regime police can come, they can come and provide their quote-unquote protection. But even though they cannot provide protection for the Liberian people, they cannot protect the Liberian people. We are vulnerable in this country. Our girls have been raped. Our boys have been sodomized. There is no justice. There is no protection. We are vulnerable in this country. And the government cannot appear that they want to protect people who are marching for job and job. Go and protect the vulnerable people in the Leeward counties who have been struggling for security. In the net, you don't work free. There are certain places you don't go. Motorbike riders, their bikes have been stolen, they have been killed on a daily basis. And yet the government is talking about protection. You must protect the people and leave us. We are marching peacefully. It demands jobs and justice.
Okay. So, according to you, you have not, from what I sense from your response, you have not informed the police about the protest. So, if things go wrong, who takes the responsibility?
Anything that goes.
Why will you keep emphasizing on things go wrong? Things go. We have
because there is a possibility of things going wrong.
There have been a lot of march for the Farraga Party.
Okay.
We have been more organized, and we are telling you that we are peacefully marching.
Okay.
In the interest of the people.
Are you going to take responsibility if anything goes wrong?
The party has organized a march, and the party will ensure that the march utilizes its essence.
Okay, Mr. Secretary.
If anything goes wrong, the state will take responsibility.
The state, but the Vanguard Student Unification Party protesting.
It is the responsibility of the state to ensure that Liberian citizens are protected. So if anything goes wrong, it means that responsibility will be placed on the shoulders of the Bagakum administration. The Vanguard Party has been peaceful, has been perpetually peaceful, and that's the reason I kept talking about. I mean,
so now. Let me give you this scenario. At the University of Liberia, the Vanguard Student Unification Party is not the only political party there. There have been situations where we have seen rivalry between the Vanguard Student Unification Party and other campus-based political parties. So what if you organize this protest, you stage this protest, and then other political parties, I'm not in any way outrightly saying that other political parties at the university, it's just a scenario. So what if they come in opposition to your protest?
We don't care about mushroom and inconsequential political parties. This struggle stirs the overwhelming interest of Liberian people. So the Vanguard Party will ensure that the people come out on April 14 to ensure that jobs are provided and that justice is dispensed. We don't care about, what you talk about, tiny institutions.
I mean, you can call them however you want to call them, but I'm looking at what may spark up if those quote unquote tiny political parties come to interfere with your protest.
But why would they interfere?
There's going to be security concerns.
Why would they interfere? There's not internal party rivalry between us and other political parties at the campus of the University.
They can only interfere when the government is involved, and that is why the government will take any responsibility, whatever instigation that will occur April 14. Like we said, the protest is peaceful, the march is peaceful, and the march remains march for jobs and justice.
Okay, so if the government ignores your demands, what is going to be your next move?
So if the government ignores our demand, it means that the government will be ignoring Article 17 of the Liberian Constitution. It will be proving that the government is unlawful, that the government is illegal, and that the government does not protect the constitutional rights and responsibilities of Liberian citizens. So that will be on the part of the government. So when we reach that point, then we'll cross it. But what we can say today is that we have the right to come and protest or to march. So if the government does not agree for us to come out, you cannot stop the revolutionary movement of the people. Anytime the people choose to come out, they will come out. So the government has nothing to say in this case. Nothing absolutely to say.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, so what next are you going to do? So this is a question I want to ask. How long will this protest last? Is it a day protest? Is it a week-long protest?
The protest the march was announced by the leadership of the 34th Politburo Sector Committee of SOUP. And the start March for Job and Justice, April 14. But here is the question. The March for Job and Justice is something that will perpetuate in the coming months or years. In as much the condition of jobs or the question of jobs, justice still persists, of course, there will be a continuous march for job and justice until the government shows willingness to address the crucial issue of jobs and justice. And that will be determined by the Vanguard Student Education Party, the 34th Sector Committee and Politburo.
Okay. So this is the Today Show right here on Spoon 107.5. It's 5 minutes up until 10 o'clock. We have in our studio officials from the Student Unification Party. We have the chairman of the party, Odysseus Moba, and the secretary general of the party, Dave Howard Jr. They've been here talking about the planned quote-unquote march for jobs and justice on April 14th. They've been talking a lot about that. So let's not go to the line. So hear you out. What have you got to say about what they have said? What have you got to say about their march? Is it in the right direction? Is it something that you would support? Is it something that you want to be a part of? Or is it something that you absolutely oppose? Let's go to the lines. Call us on 0777 771 0777 771 0505 101075. Those are the numbers to put you through. Call and have your say. Let's see if we can talk to this first person on the line. Hello, your name and where you join us from? Hello.
Yeah. How you doing? My name is Emmanuel calling. I'm calling from Oro.
Emmanuel, let's hear you.
Yeah. I listen to the guys in the studio. The best thing I can tell them, let them go home, right? We need peace in the country. We don't need no riot and funny thing in the country again, right?
But then they
people in the country.
They're not calling for riot. They are calling for a peaceful march.
They're a peaceful march. They end up with riot with demonstration and things. So at the end of the day, we don't need nothing in the country like that again. We are living peaceful in the country. I mean, we enjoy our life in the country, and then we enjoy the development in this country. So
you really enjoy development in Liberia?
Yes.
Okay.
We see some development, man. We see some development. So the best thing I can tell them, if they want to protest, they can go and bring their brother and sister, their parents to go and protest. We're not going to go get in the street for someone else.
Thank you. Thanks for calling. Thank you
so much.
Thanks for calling. Let's talk to this person. Hello, your name and where you join us from?
Yeah, hello. I'm student Johnson T. Junior, student at the State University.
Yeah, Johnson T. Let's hear you.
Yeah, so let me commend the SUB chairman and the SG for their Benin State. We were running around. That brother just called who's saying that he enjoying, maybe that he and his family enjoying. This country is under serious attack. The injustice is occurring every day, and now we are seeing it. So we're going to rally around. We'll come out in our numbers April 14 for job and justice. We'll march. I'll bring my whole family from Grand County. We'll take the street and then we'll march.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for calling. Let's talk to this person. Hello, your name and where do you join us from?
Yeah, so good morning. And firstly, permit me to use the meeting to say thanks to our Secretary General This hour intends to the most part.
Are you there?
Still.
Hello?
Yeah. I'm a father back for teaching system.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, so the issue of the March for Job and Justice is welcoming, and I think as an individual who also believes in the ideology of the Congress Unification Party, I do endorse that march, and I will rally around indigenous system to ensure that men will be on ground to protect the interests of the people. Come chairperson, come secretary general, I want to say thank you for your appearance, and we are with you in this call. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to this other person. Hello, your name and where you join us from? Hello?
Yeah. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you join us from?
I'm Eric, and I join you from I don't say Snow Hill to be specific.
Yeah, Eric. Let's hear you.
Yeah, my dear brother. I think I listened to your studio guest, Lente Play. Whatever they say, but let me make some point. We are not running a jungle justice government. I believe if this government is doing certain things out of the way, there are some means and some legal means that you can go through that process.
Okay.
And I want to.
What legal means are you talking about? If you elect a government and you think the government is not committing to its promises.
Excuse me now. If the government is doing things on the contrary, I believe there are other procedures.
What are those procedures?
Thank you. The students can meet the authority, the relevant authority, and address their plight.
Okay.
Remember, the embassy, the U.S. embassy is there. It's available. That will be able to receive that communication. But one thing I want to make clear here to everyone: the University of Liberia is one of the institutions, the highest learning institution that I believe that has good integrity when it comes to aspect of good attitude. I don't think we'll have students living from that place and calling themselves Banga folks.
Thank you.
I wanted to erase that.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to this person on the line. Hello, your name and where you join us from?
Yeah, thank you. My name is Dr. Charles P. Howard Chion, and I'm in the Medican our cherished Banga Student Unification Party.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Firstly, let me extend my appreciation to the most powerful member campuses of the University of Liberia, Position Moriba, and our edges. Indeed, this protest, April 14, is necessary because since the inception of this reckless government, our people have been faced with abject poverty. And when you look on the faces of the masses, all you can see is depression, suppression, and oppression. So the people are resolved to come out April 14 to deem it necessary because UL have graduated more than 1,000 students for 2 years, but there is no job.
Okay.
July 26, 2022. And our brother.
Thank you very much. There are others on the line who want to make that contribution. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from?
So thank you again. Imara Johnson from Point 4 Junction, Spectivity District 16.
Imara Johnson, let's hear you.
Yeah, so let me extend greeting to the chairperson, institute, the secretary general for their efforts ensuring that voicing out on behalf of the voiceless masses of our people. So all of the issues that have been discussed by the chairperson and the secretary general, they are all genuine. And you as a general, I think you are all living testimonies to some of these things that have been said within studio there. Like they spoke about the King John massacre. We are fully aware of these situations where in the way like women were brutal, that were killed. They spoke about just the issue of water Susuru. So that's what I say. These are issues that is since the Baka region took over, they have refused to address. So seeing our students, seeing our leaders from the Vanguard Unification Party coming down to stand in defense of the ordinary people, I think all Liberians should rally. But since few handful of United Partisans who feel that because of the $10-15 they are getting from other leaders within the United Party, they are coming on the calling on the show, telling you that the issue that the students are addressing, they are not genuine. In fact, they are not because
Thank you very much. Let's talk to this person. Hello, your name and where you join us from? Hello, are you there?
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning. Let's hear you.
Thank you very much, and thank you This is Abu Rakwano Town.
Abu, let's hear you quickly, please.
Yeah, the Constitution provides for peaceful protest. But second time, yeah, young people maybe they want to be here. I go there, I go protest. Every today I go protest. The 4.5 million people get job. So that's second time I let young people go to take few dollars for politicians. They want to go. The way yeah, we see you go there, go protest. We just be peaceful. I have read all of your.
Thank you.
Your store, your comeback with your seller.
Thank you very much. Hello, your name and where you join us from?
Good morning, Yakati Sowe.
Good morning. Let's hear you quickly.
That's the right of the student 100% to protest.
Okay.
But they must make sure they protest in the rightful way so that they will not allow intruders to penetrate through them and then they cause havoc at the end of the day when the police want to counteract them, then they'll say they overpower the students.
Okay.
LU students are very much ready and rough to protest.
Thank you.
Protest quietly.
Thank you very much. Hello, your name and where you join us from?
Yeah, my name is Eric.
Eric, let's hear you.
From Tingo Village.
Okay.
Yeah. So what my brother just said. My dear brother, we don't want war. We don't want any.
But nobody talking about war yet.
Thank you. Those young guys are in studio there.
Nobody talking about war yet now.
Yeah, they have not tested war. But let me make it also something that indeed that particular name they carry Vanga Force. They don't know the meaning of that word, Vanga Force.
Vanga
They
Force?
don't change that particular name.
Okay. They call you Vanga Force? Okay. Let's talk to two more persons. Call your day. Hello, your name and where you join us from?
I'm Melvin Johnny from Ria community.
Okay, Melvin.
I called this morning to encourage the students to continue the peaceful protest to maintain the integrity and dignity of all students in this nation.
Okay.
So
thank you very much. Let's take this last person. Hello, your name and where you join us from?
Hello?
Yep, your name and where you join us from quickly.
Okay, this is Tama calling from Ria.
Tama, let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you so much for the show and thank you for the brothers in studios there. I'm wondering why people will not be fair to themselves. So when people got to know that people going out there to protest is not good, it's not in the interest of the country.
Okay.
When do people got to know that people going out there to protest, it has something that has to do with war.
Thank you very much. We don't have the luxury of time. Let's go back to the chairman and of course the secretary to address some of the concern. They call you Vanga Force because that's what somebody said.
So I will start before the chairman can conclude. So everybody knows that the name, or the nomenclature of our party is not Vanguard Force. We are the Revolutionary Vanguard Student Unification Party.
Okay.
So we want to make that categorically clear. So thank you very much for the opportunity.
Okay. And one thing, why did you guys decide on the date April 14? I mean, April 14 is a historical day in our country's history. It marks the 1980 Liberian coup. Why did you select that day for a march?
So first of all, the coup was on April 12, 1980.
Yeah.
It was the demonstration.
The demonstration
for rice and rice.
Yeah, the riot.
Yeah, on April 14, 1979.
Yeah.
So a lot of people want to be using this day, to intimidate the Vanguard Party. But what I will say to you is that the same problems that metastasized in 1979 are the same problems we see today. The issue of unemployment, the issue of injustice continuing to spread across the Republic of Liberia. So today we have announced. I mean, it was not unmistakable. It was deliberate. It was intentional that we have chosen this day because the same problems our people saw in 1979 are the same problems we see today. So nobody will use April 14 to say, okay, that day brings about, bad memories. If it brings bad memories, it means that, it was a state that chose to be belligerent. It was a state that chose to be violent. But on April 14 this time around, we are ensuring that the march will be very peaceful. The march will be well coordinated because all the problems we have been seeing in this country continue to happen today. The state, the neo-colonial Liberian state has not been uttered. And it is the historical obligation of the Vanguard Party to ensure that that state is uttered. So April 14, we call on our people, the marketers, the street vendors, everyone, the motorcyclists, the doctors, the nurses, to come out to ensure that the Revolutionary Vanguard Party will lead the charge and we ensure that we uphold our historical obligation of intervening in the story.
Thank you very much. Yeah, let's hear you.
Thank you again for having us. It's always a pleasure. Let me just quickly respond to the comment who said there are other alternative means we can use to address issues under the law. And protestation or march is also another alternative means, of pouring out issues that affect the Liberian people. And whatever that is happening in this country is not screech. Since 2 years, the Bwakale regime has become pervasive and pernicious to the detriment of the people. The Bwakale regime has failed to deliver on its promises. The Bwakale regime has failed to improve the life of the people. And April 14 is a starting point for the March for Job and Justice. We are calling out everyone from all facets of the society to join the Vanguard Unification Party. April 14, as we march for Job and Justice, is about the people. It's about the motorcyclists who have been deprived of flying the streets of Monrovia and they cannot have alternative of survival. It's about those market women who have been chased in the street by the United Party-led police and they cannot have any survival. It's about those students who have been neglected and students of the University of Liberia and other tertiary education and institution of higher learning who rights have been deprived under the Bwakale regime. We will be out, we will defend the interest of the student and the mass of the Liberian people.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It's been a pleasure having you guys here in studio. And so, folks, that's all the time we have to be here on this edition of the Today Show here on Spoon 107.5. Many thanks for your listening, Ro. Thanks to all those who called and made their contributions towards the show. So, quick point of correction I want to give. So, April 14, 1979 was the rice riot, and April 14, 1980 was the military coup. 10 minutes past 10 o'clock. Many thanks for joining us today. My name is Yekezi Zowel. We will be here on tomorrow with another very, very fascinating discussion. Bye-bye.